The shadows are near, tales of the lost and haunted, we're here.
Welcome back to Tales of the Lost and Haunted, episode 17. This week our adventure takes us deep into North Carolina's past where history, memory, and legend intertwine. Our first stop was the historic Occoneechee-Orange Speedway in Hillsborough. It may seem like nothing more than a wooded trail with scattered ruins, but this quiet place once stood at the very heart of American motorsports. In the late 1940s, stock car racing was just beginning to capture the imagination of the South. The speedway, carved out of farmland along the Eno River, became one of NASCAR's very first tracks. For nearly 2 decades, it was home to the roaring engines, dirt clouds, and the fierce battles of racing legends. Richard Petty, Junior Johnson, Fireball Roberts, names that echo throughout NASCAR's history, all raced here. For fans, it was more than entertainment, it was a cultural event. People packed the stands, filling the air with cheers, the smell of gasoline, food vendors, and the thunder of V8 engines pushing the limits. But beneath the thrill, danger was always just around the corner. These were the days before modern-day safety gear. Accidents were common and lives were lost. Some say those tragedies left behind more than just memories.
I got it. I got all the pictures I could get.
When the speedway closed in the mid-1960s, the crowds disappeared, the engines went silent, and the forest crept back in. Grandstands collapsed, pit walls crumbled, and the vines wrapped themselves around the remnants of racing's golden age. Yet even now, people swear the speedway is not truly silent. Hikers on the trail have reported hearing the distant growl of engines on nights where the woods are otherwise still. Others claim that they've caught glimpses of shadowy figures moving across the abandoned stands. And then there's the legend of the Phantom Racer, a lone figure in a helmet spotted circling the track before vanishing into the trees. Some believe he is a driver who met his end here, destined to run an endless race. Walking the track today is an experience in itself. The oval is still etched into the earth like a scar. The ruins of the grandstand rise from the undergrowth like ghosts of another time. And as you explore, there's an undeniable feeling that you are not entirely alone. From the speedway, our path takes us to Saxapahaw Rest Stop, a quiet roadside landmark with its own curious stories, a place where travelers sometimes feel they've stepped into something just a little different. And finally, our journey ends at a glowing time capsule of Americana, a 1950s-inspired diner. Neon lights, buzzing chrome gleaming, and old music filling the air. At first, it feels like stepping straight into another era. But as we learned in our travels, nostalgia often hides shadows of its own. As our episode draws to a close, the stories of these places linger in the air long after we've left. The Occoneechee-Orange Speedway, once alive with the roar of engines, now whispers with phantom races no one else can see. The Saxapahaw Rest Stop sits quietly under a night sky carrying the weight of travelers' unease. And the neon glow of the 1950s diners, bright and cheerful on the surface, hides shadows that seem to stretch just a little too long after dark. Together they remind us that history never truly rests. Some places hold on to their past so tightly it bleeds into the present. And when the sun sets and silence falls, those echoes of what once was may not be as quiet as they seem. This was Tales of the Lost and Haunted. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and join us for our next chilling adventure.